Today the class is on extrahepatic biliary apparatus. So what is the function of the extrahepatic biliary apparatus? It collects the bile, stores the bile and transmits it. So collects the bile is collected or bile is from the liver. You see the function of the liver is the production of the bile. Then the bile gets stored in the gallbladder and then it is transmitted to second part of duodenum. So if we look the organs of extrahepatic biliary apparatus, so these are the parts, okay. So bile, production of the bile is from liver, it is stored, it get concentrated in the gallbladder and then it is transmitted to the second part of duodenum. So what do you mean? What are the organ coming in the extrahepatic biliary apparatus? So you can see here it consists of right and the left hepatic ducts. It consists of right and the left hepatic duct. The right and the left hepatic duct join together to form the common hepatic duct. This is a gallbladder. The duct of the gallbladder is called as a cystic duct. The duct from the bile duct from here, then from here they are joined together to form the bile duct. So the hepatic duct and the cystic duct joined together to form the bile duct, which will open in the second part of the duodenum. So you should know extrahepatic biliary apparatus, it consists of structure which store and transmit bile into the duodenum. What are the parts of the, here are right and left hepatic duct, common hepatic duct, gallbladder, cystic duct and the common bile duct. These are the parts of the extrahepatic biliary apparatus. So first we look into detail about gallbladder. So gallbladder, you can see in the figure here, this is the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile which is secreted by liver. The liver will secrete the bile get concentrated in the gallbladder. The gallbladder is located at the inferior surface of the liver. This is what you are seeing, this is the inferior surface of the liver. So gallbladder is located at the inferior surface of the liver. So next we look into parts of the gallbladder. So what are the parts of the gallbladder? If you look, the parts are, it consists of three parts. Fundus of the gallbladder, this is the fundus. See, surface or projection at the junction of the right mid-clavicular line and right costal arch, body of the gallbladder, and next comes neck of the gallbladder. So gallbladder consists of three parts. The three parts of gallbladder are fundus, body and the neck. So it consists of three parts: fundus, body and neck. These are the three parts of the gallbladder. Okay. Next, what do you mean by bile duct? The bile duct, if we look, it is formed by the union of cystic duct with the common hepatic duct. So you can see in the figure here, the cystic duct and the common bile duct will join together to form the bile duct. 7.5 centimeter long, narrow tube 6 millimeter in diameter. And this bile duct will open into the second part of the duodenum. So you can tell bile duct, it is formed by the union of cystic duct and the common bile duct. It descends in the right free margin of lesser omentum along with portal vein and hepatic artery. It passes deep to first part of duodenum and head of the pancreas. It joins with, can you see here, it joins with the pancreatic duct and whatever I told, hepatopancreatic ampulla, and opens into the second part of the duodenum. So you should remember that bile duct and the pancreatic duct join together to form hepatopancreatic ampulla, which opens into the second part of the duodenum. This is about the gallbladder and with the bile duct. Next, liver. We'll go into the next topic, which is called as liver. Liver is the largest gland in the body and has a wide variety of function. It is exocrine, that is called as bile, and endocrine organ. Function of the liver is secretion of bile and bile salt. See, bile secretion is done by liver and bile salt. Metabolism of the carbohydrate, fat and protein. It metabolism of the carbohydrate, fat and protein. Formation of heparin and anticoagulant substance. Detoxification. Yeah, that is the main function of it. Liver, it helps in the detoxification. Storage of glycogen and vitamins. Activation of the vitamin D. These are the functions of the liver. So remember, secretion of the bile is the main function of the liver. Okay, this is the one. And detoxification, detoxification is done by the liver. So these are what we look into detail. We look into in anatomy, it is mainly the external features which are looking here. So external features of liver. Liver present 5 surfaces. So surfaces are called as superior, inferior, anterior, right and the posterior. So you can see in the figure here, this is the superior surface of the liver, this is the anterior surface of the liver, then posterior and inferior surface will be behind. Okay, see, posterior and the inferior surface will be here, and there are lobes of the liver. Okay, so superior surface, if I tell you about the surface, superior surface is the separated. It is separated from the heart and lungs by the diaphragm. Anterior surface related to anterior abdominal wall. Yeah, the posterior and the inferior surface, this is the posterior and the inferior surface, which is related to many abdominal viscera. Okay, then there are lobes of the liver. You can see here, this is called the larger the part what you see, this is called as a right lobe of the liver, and this is called as a left lobe of the liver. Okay, now next you will see in this about the relations of the liver. Anteriorly the liver is directed, you can see here, diaphragm, right and the left costal margin, right and left pleura, lower margin of both lungs, xiphoid process, you can see here, this is a xiphoid process, and anterior abdominal wall in subcostal angle. So anteriorly it is related to all this structure, diaphragm, right and left costal margin, right and left pleura, lower margin of both lungs, xiphoid process and anterior abdominal wall. Okay. Then the visceral surface, okay, the posterior and the inferior surface of liver is related to all this structure. So see here, listen, covered by visceral peritoneum except porta hepatis and gallbladder bed. The visceral surface related to right side of stomach, that is called a gastric area, superior part of duodenum, that is duodenal area, lesser omentum, fossa for the gallbladder, right colic flexure and transverse colon in colic area, right kidney and suprarenal gland in renal area. So look in the figure in the next diagram there. So this is the liver, the posterior inferior surface of the liver you are seeing. So you can look there, see. This is an impression here called esophageal impression you are seeing. Then it is coming the gastric area, where it is related to the gastric area. Next you can see the duodenal part. Then see here, you can see here, this is about the renal area which is related to right kidney and the right suprarenal gland. The colic area which is related to transverse colon. So you have to do this diagram. See, this is the posterior inferior surface of the liver. So you can see there it is related to the bare area of the liver. This is the bare area of the liver. This is the next one. What you are seeing here, this is a porta hepatis. Porta hepatis is where the arteries and veins enter and leave the liver. Okay, then you can start from this side and go in this way. So you can see here, first one, right side of stomach, gastric area. So here, see here, this is a gastric impression. You can see this is a gastric impression, esophageal impression. You can make out. Then next you can see the duodenal area. You can see the duodenal area. Then the colic area for transverse colon, the renal area, which side of the kidney you have to know. The right kidney and the right suprarenal gland. This is about the visceral surface of the liver. Okay. Then about the applied anatomy of it. You will see hepatitis, that is inflammation of the liver. Cirrhosis. Cirrhosis of liver is a condition in which the liver hardens and shrinks due to fibrosis, often in chronic alcoholic. In the chronic alcoholic people, you see the liver in cirrhosis condition. It leads to portal hypertension. After suffering for several years, the patient dies in hepatic failure. This is the condition. This you see the patient with the liver cirrhosis. Okay. So in the liver, you have to know about the surfaces of the liver. So how many surfaces are there in the liver, you have to know in detail. Then about the visceral relation of the liver in detail. So write about the visceral relation of the liver in detail. Okay, about that. Then about the porta hepatis. What do you mean by porta hepatis? Porta hepatis is a hilum of the liver in which the structures enter and leave the liver. You can see that there are right and left hepatic duct, right and left branch of portal vein and hepatic artery are present. Okay. So these are the things you have to learn. After that, there are some ligaments related to liver. So the ligaments of the liver are falciform ligament, right and left triangular ligament and coronary ligament. Okay. Then the lobes are right lobe, left lobe, caudate lobe and the quadrate lobe. These are the lobes of the liver. Okay. So go through this. Thank you.